holiday play, Frosty the Snowman, into our holiday party. Mrs. Travers and I would want to thank you for a wonderful first part of the year, and we're looking forward to working with these wonderful children the second half of the year. So thank you so much for everything that you do. I hope I'm not distracting you. Frosty the Snowman. I suppose it all started with the snow. Snowing, snowing, swirling around, snowflakes falling to the ground. What a pretty sight to see! Winter fun for you and me. Snowflakes, snowflakes swirling around, snowflakes falling to the ground. You see, it was a very special kind of snow. A snow that made the happy happier and the giddy even giddier. For it was the first snow of the season, and as any child can tell you, there's a certain magic to the very first snow, especially when it falls the day before Christmas. When the first snow is also a Christmas snow, well, something wonderful is bound to happen. The children were just getting out of school. They had just seen Professor Hinkle perform. Now, Professor Hinkle was just about the worst magician in the world. The children were very excited to be out of school. When they saw all the snow, they couldn't wait to build a snowman. This is the way we build a snowman. Build a snowman. This is the way we build a snowman. Once the children had finished building the snowman, they tried to think of a name for him. Someone said Harold or Oatmeal, but those names didn't seem right for their snowman. Suddenly, they thought of Frosty. Everyone agreed he should be Frosty the Snowman. Frosty the Snowman was very till they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. Just then, Professor Hinkle's black hat rolled down the street. Jacob picked it up and put it on Frosty. Happy birthday! The hat brought Frosty to life. It was magic. Just then, Professor Hinkle ran up to Frosty. That's my hat. Give it back. Professor Hinkle grabbed the hat from Frosty and ran off. Now the children were very sad because they knew the hat brought Frosty to life. But there was nothing they could do. Suddenly they turned around and saw Hocus Pocus, the magician's rabbit standing with the hat. He took the hat and put it on Frosty's head. Happy birthday! I am alive! Frosty sure was alive. He could move, he could sweep, and he could count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was a neat thing to happen to such a nice guy like Frosty. Everyone was having so much fun, they didn't feel the temperature going up. The children looked at Frosty and noticed he was getting all wishy-washy. They knew they needed to get Frosty to someplace cold like the North Pole. They remembered it was Christmas Eve, and Santa would soon be coming. They knew he stopped in the woods first to see all the animals. They decided to have a parade to the woods. Off to the woods we go today. We'll sing and dance along the way. A time for joy, a time for cheer. Winter fun is finally here. Ho, 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 where you wanna go? Ho, 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 who wanna go? What's off to the
of the woods, so he followed them so he could get his hat back. The children had walked for a while, and when suddenly they came upon a clearing. It was almost magical. The woodland animals were all decorating for the big celebration. The animals asked the children to help, and everyone decorated and waited for Santa to come. Deck the golden boughs of holly, la 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 la, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Matthew, leave it there.
Just as the children finished decorating, Professor Hinkle jumped out of the woods.
Give me that.
He grabbed the hat off of Frosty's head. As he did, the children heard jingle bells. Santa had arrived at last, but was too late. As he got out of his sleigh, a terrible sight met his eyes. All the children are standing around a puddle that was once Frosty. Santa was too late.
Too late, never.
Santa knew that Frosty was made of Christmas snow, and Christmas snow can never disappear completely. The cold winter wind blew, and Frosty was standing in front of the children again. Santa picked up the hat and started to put it on Frosty's head. Santa told Professor Hinkle to go home and write, "I'm very sorry for what I did to Frosty," 100 zillion times, and maybe he would find something in his stocking. Professor Hinkle ran off so he could get busy writing. Santa then took the hat and placed it on Frosty's head.
Happy birthday!
All the children cheered!
Hooray!
Santa took the children home and agreed to bring Frosty to the North Pole. The children hated to say goodbye to Frosty, but as Santa promised, Frosty returned every year with the magical Christmas snow. And every year there was a great celebration. We hope that your holidays are filled with love, happiness, and a little magic.
We wish you a happy holiday. We wish you a happy holiday. We wish you a happy holiday and a happy new year.
John, take your bow. Well, boys and girls, you did a great job, and I think we're going to have a visitor in a little while.
Santa,